Well, today we're off to Brisbane. We've got a 2-hour ride to get there, and we're doing what I consider to be one of the more important things when you own a Spyder, or even a motorcycle, or you're a car enthusiast, whatever it is. And that is getting together for a coffee and exchanging ideas, learning about what each other's doing, whether it be in their daily life, their job, to do with their Spyder, trips they've got coming up, things like that. It's one of the greatest ways to learn about things, and I found this one in particular very, very, very helpful. And started by a guy from the Brisbane area, and it's been going now for a very long time, and I can't see it ending anytime soon because it is so popular, and it also is a great way to exchange ideas. One of the greatest things that I find about it is not just the exchange of ideas between people, but it's actually everyone having a damn good laugh and a good time, and that's one of the most important things that the Spyder brings to you, is that ability to have a good time and to de-stress. Oh, I was a bit concerned about this. I don't want to hit this at speed. Big puddle of water. We had a bit of rain. We had about an inch of rain yesterday morning, so it's still lying there. No cars behind me, so I'll just crawl through and we're all good. Away we go. So a 2-hour ride ahead of me, all highway, so pretty boring ride, but it is what it is. It's worth the ride. It's something different. It's just gives you time to relax and enjoy the scenery around you on the way, and then the good company once you get there. Way over on the western side of Toowoomba I am, and I'm just coming down into the new Toowoomba second range crossing. So Toowoomba is about 700 metres above sea level, and built on top of an old volcano. And we're about to drop down pretty quickly once we hit the range, and we find our way to the bottom very, very quickly. But the old range used to come very windy up the hill and then through the middle of Toowoomba, and of course that had its issues with traffic, especially with the amount of heavy vehicles and trucks that were coming through town, and traffic lights and all that sort of thing. And of course the trucks weren't keen on it, the locals weren't keen on it, so they came up with this second range crossing, which was originally supposed to be a tunnel, and then a company came along and said, no, we can do it better than a tunnel, we're going to do this big viaduct thing. So we'll get to that viaduct soon, but it's very European looking viaduct, which gives you a real sense of being suspended in the middle of nowhere. For those who might be travelling the second range crossing at times, be aware that it's covered in cameras, so set your speed and sit back and relax on the speed limit, because it's not a case of seeing the camera slow your speed. It's all average speed. So the reason it's done that way is because some of the trucks down the hill might go a little bit over their 90k an hour, but up the other side they'll be well and truly below that 90 kilometres an hour. Pretty lucky this morning after rain yesterday. I thought we might have got a bit of a foggy day, but no, it's not too bad. There's a little bit of cloud, but relatively good viewing. So this is the viaduct. I'm not sure if you can pick it up from the camera, but it's basically a long way in the air. It had some issues. It's only 90k an hour, so get a chance to take in a bit of the view if there's not too much traffic around you. experimenting with this Madstad windscreen. I had a mate drop by yesterday and he said he had a Madstad on his previous two-wheel bike, and he ended up using a little attachment on the top of it, not to add height to it, but just simply to break up the air a little bit to stop it giving him that vibration to his helmet. And I experimented this morning by just putting it a bit lower and a bit more angle on it to see if I can angle the breeze over the top of me, but I've got a feeling that I'm going to be putting a little attachment on the top of it to try and break up that wind, but see how we go. So the reason that I'm going down today is that I'm catching up with a few people that I'm doing a trip with next year. And we're just under 6 months out from going on that trip. We're heading to the Apple Isle of Tasmania. So I think there's about 10 people going at the moment, about 6 or 7 spiders in amongst that 10 people. Just a good sized number at the moment. We'll probably get a few more, but we've all booked up and raring to go, and I'm just going down to have a bit of a chat about a few of the details of things coming up that we need to do, picking up a bit of carpet off of one of the guys to use to line my new trailer that I've picked up. I've picked up a 2012 Classic Industries ultralight, just a little trailer to put my bags and stuff into, just so I can have the bike free of any gear and just on and off, and not worry about someone pinching your gear each day as you ride down or around the island. So yeah, getting that bit of carpet from him, that should be good. But also going to chat about, you know, where we're at 6 months out. What do you need to do? You need to get your bike serviced, make sure your tyre wear's there, that you're going to have enough tyres to get you around the island, because it's about a 7,500 k trip. So just all that preparation, sitting down and thinking about what is it that I need to do before I go, what things need to be done. Some of the other things are making sure that clothing wise you've got stuff that's warm enough for you when you get down there, because Tassie's a little bit cooler than what Brisbane is, even though we're going in a relatively warmer part of the year for Tassie. It can still get very cold at any day. You know, it could snow at any time of the year down there, so it's important to have good gear that you're taking. So it's one of the conversations that we'll probably have today is, how's everyone going with their gear? Has everyone got their thermals? Have you thought about gloves under your gloves for those days when it gets really cold, or heated gloves, or those types of things? Most of the guys have got heated grips. I don't. You can see down here that I've actually put on some bark busters. They work fantastic. So for anybody who's got an F3, doesn't want to pay big bucks to get the heated grips from BRP and then pay even bigger bucks to get them installed, these bark busters are fantastic at keeping the breeze off your hands. So yeah, they're pretty damn good. Ridden with them down to 0 degrees so far this year. Got a really cold day, and yeah, they take a lot of breeze off your fingers. A lot of breeze off. Quite surprised at the temp at the moment. I've got a lovely 18 degrees C. So I was expecting it to be a lot cooler this morning. I was expecting to take off around about 10 to 12. So the 18's nice. So yeah, just one layer underneath the jacket. That's one thermal layer, and we're all good, rather than having to have a thermal layer and a big jumper over the top. It's nice. So sometimes you've got to be careful that you don't overheat. Alright, well, I'm going to enjoy the view on the rest of the ride, and we'll catch up around Brizzy, and we'll see how these coffee and chats work. They're a great idea. If you don't have one in your local area, start one. They're a fantastic way to exchange ideas. There's no pressure on people to be able to ride and keep up. It's just about, you know, turning up, having a chat and learning. It's a great experience for the younger people that are coming into Spyders, or people that are new to Spyders, or even with Spyders you get some people who are brand new to motorcycle or sport, or some sort of automotive enthusiasm to start with, and it's a great way for those people to gain knowledge, and for the people who've been around a little while, and there's a few of them there that I pick their brains for information. It's a great way for them to share that knowledge as well. So start yourself a coffee and chat day. They're an amazing idea. Okay, so I've just pulled over and I've adjusted the windshield. I've just put it up a little bit. As I said earlier, I'm still tinkering with that, so let's see if we can get this right. Away. Just had a little look down there to see where my left leg was. I can't feel that, so I need to make sure I've got it in the right place, otherwise I'm just thumping it on the board. Make sure it's on the board, but I need to make sure it's sitting properly. We're all good. Righto, back on the spoiler. Yeah, that's a bit better, not as buffety. So yeah, get a bit of that breeze in the right spot. Got a little bit that's coming through on my legs at the moment, so it's about 15 degrees, so it's cool. And I'm just got the one layer of jeans on, so I've got a device coming which will be very handy for when I get around in winter, especially when I head to Tassie. And that little device will be putting between the mirror and the windshield down this direction down here. And what that'll do is that'll stop that breeze that's coming down my leg at the moment, just keeping me cold. And then in summer it'll just flick open and don't mind a bit of that breeze in summer because it keeps you cool. So that's the plan. Any folks? Well, we're just about here to Springwood Suzuki, or Motorcycles Are Us as it's called now, and Tony's Cafe. So the fun part will be, can we get a park? Let's find out. We might be okay today. Yeah, you're laughing. Straight in. Just the odd bike or 20 here. So, yeah. There we are. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy a coffee. Well, it's been another successful morning. Nice and fun. Plenty of exchange of ideas. Lots of laughs. Good group of people. Always enjoy coming to these things. So yeah, if you haven't already started one in your area, try and start one. They're a great idea. And yeah, it's not always just Spyders. Occasionally you get two-wheelers coming. They certainly learn a lot about the Spyder and the Riker, for that matter. A lot of fun, and really enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next month with that one.